Right, it's my delight to welcome two gentlemen into the studio. David, what do you two here? Who are you? What are we doing this afternoon?
Yes, I'm David Scott. I'm chairman of the lifeboats in Port St Mary, and we're organising for the third year the All-Ireland Beach Tug of War event, which is attended by both all the lifeboats on the island and teams from various clubs and societies, as well as an international one. So,
excellent! And your glamorous assistant here this afternoon. How have you been dragged into this?
You're too kind. My name's Nick Willard. I'm the vice chairman of the Port St Mary branch, or the fundraising branch of the RNLI. I'm here to ensure that the draw is compliant because I'm responsible for all the risk and compliance for the event.
Oh, so basically you're like, when we used to see record breakers on TV, there was always a guy with a clipboard making sure that everything was in order. That's your job.
That's me.
Yeah.
Excellent. And now, David, remind us about the event itself, because it's quite a scale of an event to pull all that together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the 14th of May, the Sunday, and it's in Chapel Bay in Port St Mary, which is a great area because lots of sand and a lovely bowl-shaped auditorium, so people can see and hear everything that's going on. We've got 16 teams from across the island, and what we do is we have two sections. We have a starting point where we have 4 groups of 4 teams, and within the group each team plays the other teams, and the winners of each group then go on to a semi-final, and the winners of the semi-finals then have a 20-minute break before they hit the main event, which is the final. And during the semi-final, we have a sandcastle competition, which will be judged by Lady Lorimer. And it's a great day out for everyone because we've got sandcastle competition for the kids. We've got a bar, we've got stalls, we've got food. So it starts at about 1 o'clock. The actual event will start at 2 o'clock. That's on Sunday the 14th. 2 weeks' time.
Brilliant stuff. And of course, you want a big load of spectators there because if you're having a tug of war match, you want lots of cheering.
Absolutely. And people bring along their cheermasters, so
excellent. There's supporting teams and things like this. Oh, brilliant. And now we're here obviously to do the draw live on air. Now, Nick, what's the draw involving then this afternoon?
What's the draw involving? Well, we have lolly sticks with names of teams on them. And David can't see the team names, and he's going to draw the lolly sticks out one by one.
Right.
And make a note of which team is being drawn.
Right. Well, we're going to film this and put it online as well, so we can prove that it's it's been done in the logical fashion. I should have given you a clipboard, Nick. Actually, sorry, just to make it look as if it was being very official. So go on then, gents. Let's draw the first one.
Well, the first 3 we've already done because we decided to keep the competition tight. The people that won the semi-finals or got to the semi-finals last year will be seeded this year, and 3 of the teams that were in it last year are in it again this year. So the Nomads, who won it last year, are in Group A as Team 1. Yorkshire Puddings, who are our international team from Yorkshire, are going to be Team 5, which is the first team in Group B. And then the runners-up from last year were Port Erin Lifeboats, and they will be Team 13 in Group D. So we're starting by drawing Team 2.
Go on then.
Okay.
And Team 2 is Alta Group. Atla Group, beg your pardon.
That's why Nick's here, to be able to read the right spellings for you, Dave.
Yeah, Team 3 is Isle of Man Young Farmers Team 2.
Yes, they put in a good showing last year.
Yeah.
But they didn't get to the semi-final.
And Team 4 is Premier Gateway International. So that's the first group, which is Nomads, Atlas, IOM Farmers Team 2 and Premier. Group B, we start with Yorkshire Puddings as Team 1. And Fire and Rescue will be Team 2 in that group. That's Team 6. Here we go, another one. Swagelock is the next one, and I'd like to make a big thank you for Swagelock, who are one of our main sponsors for the event.
Excellent.
And we're grateful for all our sponsors. In addition to Swagelock, we've got Hartford Homes who've been good for us, Oakles, who provide the beer tent, and of course your good selves here in Manx Radio. So I'd like to thank all of you and all the other sponsors who've done a little bit less than them for helping allow us to make this event.
They can't go on without it, let's be honest, when it
Exactly,
comes to help like this. So next draw on the list then.
Right, the next one is Peel Lifeboat.
For those who are listening at home, he generally does have lollipops, Dick. So I'm quite impressed with this. I hope these were verified.
I have to admit, I nicked them from one of the coffee shops.
You had them donated. Let's go with that line.
That's correct.
Next team.
Okay, the next team, which is the first team in Group C, is Douglas Rugby Club.
This is the first time Douglas Rugby Club have taken part, and I'm looking for great things from them this year.
Yes, we've run the event for 2 previous years, and the Nomads have won both times. So it's time for someone to show that they can beat the Nomads.
And these guys could come, from nowhere and do it, possibly, yes.
And now we've got our own team at Port St Mary.
Are you in it, David?
Oh no. And Nick can't be in it because he's got to make sure it's all done properly.
You can't do the tug of war with a clipboard, Nick. That's the thing.
No.
So there we go.
And the next one up is XL Corfix, who've been sponsors in previous years. And then we have the Military Veterans and Reservists.
It's a long lolly stick for that one.
Yeah. It's very good when we get teams each year because it means we don't have to nick so many sticks for the next year.
Have them donated. Take the hint, David. Have them donated.
Right, Port Erin is the next one, which is the first one in Group D, followed by Ramsey. So that's going to be 2 lifeboat teams. And we're nearly there now. Young Farmers 1. And the last one is Douglas Tuggers, which is the RNLI team from Douglas.
Excellent. Now, I'm not going to ask Nick, because obviously, Nick, you're completely impartial as one of the judges. David, if you were putting money on a team, who would you put your money on then? Go on.
I have to say, I think probably Nomads are the team to beat. But, Douglas, strong rugby team, so they could be the wild card. And last year, the first year, it was a walkover for the Nomads. Last year, Port Erin Lifeboats put up a good show. They got quite close to beating them in the end.
So it does sound like an afternoon of action that shouldn't be missed. Just remind us once again, Nick, what day is it all on? What time do people have to get down to Port St Mary?
Sunday the 14th of May, and the competition starts at 2 o'clock, but the stall serving food and drink will be there from 1 o'clock. And it should be a good afternoon for all.
And from your perspective, final words from you, when it comes to the compliance and making sure everything's right, have you got any top tips that you've spotted, with the teams, what they should be working on in terms of technique?
They should make sure all their paperwork is correctly filled in.
Excellent. David, Nick, thank you very much for coming in, and I wish you all the best for the event.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Alex.